Whoa, we're back for some Mirrors High, and we've got a bunch of gameplay, a bunch of design reveals, a little bit of everything. They're actually ramping up quite a bit. I mean, we're, as of posting this video, about 3 to 4 days away from the beta going live, depending on time zone, I believe. So, gonna be pretty exciting time for Bleach fans. I actually saw someone be like, they shouldn't let the Bleach Soul Resonance creators in because they're always down talking Shueisha. Hey, let me tell y'all something. If you get you can get tribal about a lot of stuff. If you get tribal about Shueisha, you gotta go outside. You have got to go outside. My $1 billion company. What are you talking about? You're just what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let me not keep going. What are you talking about? Whatever, man. Yeah, don't let those Bleach Soul Resonance creators in, dude. They're always down talking to $1 billion company that's actively hurting Bleach. Oh, whoa. Anyway, let's check this out. I'm just gonna take a quick overview. I've played Dragon Ball Legends. I feel like maybe quite a few people have not, that are getting into mobile games or even covering Bleach Soul Resonance. I don't know that for sure. Don't, take my word. People can play what they want, like off screen or whatever. But I played quite a little bit of, I would say quite a bit of Dragon Ball Legends at once upon a time. I didn't really make content for it, but I would just play it to myself. So other than that, I played a ton of Epic 7, and I know how PvP gacha games can go. So let's see. First of all, that start scene looks pretty good, pretty minimalist, not too bad. So attack chain. So let's just look at the cards there, by the way. So we have green arts, red arts, blue chain attack. I'm assuming chain attack is going to be the one that swaps you out. So we've already seen that there's a type of attack that swaps you out of being the main player. So we have Shiranai here, and I think at some point we'll see them swap out by using a chain arts. So we have blue arts there, fires a Hado blast. So we have like a Reishi blast coming out here. So I guess it's like range attack, blast attack is blue. We can see this will be our melee attack, red, just like in Dragon Ball Legends. And let's see if we see it. Skill attack. So we can call that activating a skill, activating a special. And that is green. That doesn't look quite like an ultimate, though. Mind you, that does not look like an ultimate. We do get special here. I assume special will be their ultimate. And we have chain attack. And yes, this is where we see Renji swap in. So just like in Dragon Ball Legends, you can use a type of... well, you can't. You usually don't use a card for this, but you have a type of combo sort of mechanic where in the midst of comboing someone, you can pop out and then continue the combo. In this case, it looks like they just made that a card. So that's pretty cool. It looks visibly pretty interesting. And here we have him going crazy. So I guess we'll swap over. Pretty sweet looking. I would say that the game looks good. The fidelity is pretty high. Right now, I'd say that because the footage isn't clear, because we're still a few days away, a lot of the stuff is going to get ironed out. I don't expect this game to look the same forever. Dragon Ball Legends looks so different if you compare the very early modeling to the newer modeling. It's just a complete difference. That's how it works with 3D modeling. That's how it works with everything, but particularly 3D models can change so vastly because they are a very intensive thing to render. So let me pull up the next one. God, I cannot get over don't let the Bleach Soul Resonance people in because they bad talk Shueisha. Dog, hey Shueisha, you out there? You see me, dog? You see me, dog? Put me on the panel. I got some things to say to you. Oh man, you've done enough. You've done enough to Dragon Ball. I'm coming at you for Bleach now. So funny. Here we have the ultimate. Here's a good showcase of like the rendering, but I would say Byakuya. Let me pause here at a good shot. That model looks good. That model looks good, would you not say? I think that model looks good. That is good lining, good depth on the lines, nice thick lines on some of the accents for him coming down here. He looks really good here. I would say that this ultimate, yeah, that looks good. It's a nice little, what was that? What was that at the end? Maybe this is the thing they showed us before, where once you get an ultimate, you can do that combo attack. There was a combo attack they showed very early on in the initial press release. So maybe that could be what we're looking at, but I'm going to assume so. Next, we have new characters coming in. So Tite Kubo designed these himself. 3 new original squad members for Bleach Mirrors High. Naru, Jurina, Maiko, Tokishima, and Giro Hando. Y'all already know me. This is the character I think is the coolest looking. I've said it before, I'll say it again. As far as husbando versus like waifu stuff, I don't really care. I just kind of want a character to look cool. I think this character probably looks the coolest. Man's got the Cuban link on, like looking fresh. He's got the tired eyes, the delinquent mouth, like he cool as hell. You know, is what it is. Between these two, Frog Girl, who is probably a little bit of a tech wizard, and then like again, more of a delinquent coded girl. So I would say that these two are definitely the coolest looking to me. I think he's done a good job of balancing, sort of being like, I mean, you know Tite Kubo, dog. You know what I'm saying. You know what he likes, but I do think she looks cool. Thankfully, she looks like a fighting game character. If I'm honest, she looks like Maki. If you ever, y'all are gonna think JJK. There's a fighting game character from SNK. Is it Capcom or SNK? I remember she was in CVS, but a character named Maki. She kind of looks like Maki a little bit to me, like a little delinquent Maki. So pretty cool looking, but I think overall, I'm gonna have to hand it to the boy. This character looks heat. It's great design. This is like, this is Tite Kubo right here. Looks like the type of anime character I usually end up liking, which is delinquent coded characters. Next, we have a gameplay overview. We'll take a look at that. Go ahead and grab that, and we'll go full here. Production cooperation with Tite Kubo. Good shots here. In the wake of the 1,000-year blood war, a certain soul awakens in Karakura Town. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you pick one or the other. I saw there's a lot of customization. Pretty. He's so raw, dog. He's so cool. Alrighty then. He's the rawest, dog. What can I say? He's an aura merchant. Pretty cool. They're all pretty cool there. Let me look at that again. They're pretty good designs overall. They're pretty fun. These are fun designs. Story. You can customize your avatar. That's pretty sick, dude. To what extent? I mean, this is something that I think that a lot of people wanted in with Shallot in Dragon Ball Legends. Is just like more customization. You can change his outfit, but nothing really else. I think it'd be cool to have been able to change his. UJ Zanbakuto is crazy. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty in depth. I mean, it makes sense. You can use like a Heaven Blade, like a 7 Heaven Blade or whatever it's called there. It's cool. Again, chain attacks. We saw that before. Anything new here? Ichigo's here. Rukia's here. Of course, Renji's here. Byakuya's here. These are all the characters we've seen. Hitsugaya. Nice. Orihime's here. Yoruichi's here. Chad's here. Pretty interesting. Okay, so you know what's interesting about this for my Bleach Soul Resonance fans is like it kind of tells us who they're willing to give up. Like Bambi showing up. I mean, we already kind of know Bambi is going to come in the next few weeks, right? But it is sort of telling that none of the other of her like little like squad within a squad have shown up, but Bambi's here. So maybe it's just one of those things where they like they're more loose with how they handle Bambi than the others. We got Rangiku here. Mayuri's here. That Mayuri model is okay. All right. We got our first one. I think that model does not look great for Mayuri. I think this is maybe the worst looking face model, but I do think what he's doing is animated well. This is rendered well. This is really cool. The sort of like bits and bobs that are like mid flash step. This like instrument he's holding, his nails, his hands and stuff. The etching, the rendering on his like lines looks great. I think his face looks a little more awkward than it does typically, but maybe it's a bad angle. I mean, Mayuri's just a freaky looking one. I think everyone else's looks really, really good. I think that Mayuri could use a little touch up, I think. Mayuri's hard to render. He's a weird character. And then we get the splash art again. Really cool. Okay. We'll go back here. And last but not least, we sort of see PvP confirmed. I mean, we knew this. We didn't like need much hand-holding in this regard to tell this is a PvP game. I mean, this is very obviously meant to be Dragon Ball Legends, but for Bleach. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. I mean, that was my first time. I didn't watch any of that previously. That was my first time reaction to all of that. I'm pretty impressed. We'll be seeing it in a few days. I did get in, like I said, in my BSR video, so I'm excited to play, but I'll see you guys there for when that comes out. We'll get into it. We'll get into that together. We'll take it one day at a time. To that person who is Shueisha's #1 defender. Come on, dog. $1 billion company. Come on, take it down. Take it down, man. Take it down. Take it down. Behave yourself. You know how many people are gonna be in here who have badmouthed Shueisha from the Dragon Ball Legends community and Dragon Ball community in general? They're coming. They're coming, dog. So, yeah. I've been Lone, though. Pretty fun. Tell me what you think of the reveals. I think they're pretty good. I like that we're getting a consistent rollout of contents now, seeing some stuff. So, hopefully we get a little bit more as we come to the actual like reveal of the first day. There will probably be a banner, so we're probably going to know who the first banner is, if either on launch or at least for this week. In the Golden Spirit JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game, we did get a banner. It was Joseph. And most of these games, Arknight's Enfield, the one I played before, I did a little video for it. I can't even remember its name anymore, but there was a banner up there, so I assume there will be a banner. My guess, Byakuya? Maybe? Yoruichi? Yeah, I'll see you though. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the club, we'll go make it, and peace.